played as kids with skinny knees, running through the backyard trees. Summer nights and fireflies made a pact under those skies. Life got bigger, roads got rough. Some said we'd never be enough, but we held on through every test. Together we always stood the best. We're brothers in arms through the fire and the storms. When the world comes crashing down, we're the ones who hold the ground. Brothers in arms, no need for words or charms. Blood don't make a family, it's the ones who never leave. You had my back in that crowded hall when I felt about to fall. I drove all night when you called my name. Some things never need explaining. We've seen each other lose and win, picked each other up again. Through broken hearts and broken bones, we never face the dark alone. I've learned that real strength ain't solo. It's knowing who will go low. When you go low, pull you higher. Brothers bonded deep in fire. We're brothers in arms through the fire and the storms. When the world comes crashing down, we're the ones who hold the ground. Brothers in arms, no need for words or charms. Blood don't make a family, it's the ones who never leave. Brothers in arms. Learning love is just a rented room. Some nights you feel invincible, till reality kicks down the door. Brixton taught me that lesson hard. Love don't live on memories anymore. Electric Avenue on a Saturday, speakers blasting old reggae. We danced like nobody watched us. Turns out nobody did, not even you. The tube station swallows people whole. I watch you disappear down the escalator. Don't wave goodbye, no look back, just the sound of trains and heartbreak after. Lessons from a cold Brixton night. Love can leave without a fight. 1 minute yours, the next minute gone, like a bass line that just stops playing on a street out on Cold Harbor Lane. Still has the color of your eyes that day. Graffiti fades, walls get painted new. Wish someone would paint over thoughts of you. Pop-up shops and fried chicken stands. Life keeps moving, makes histamines. I bought a record from the store we loved, scratching, skipping, just like us. The ritzy cinema still shows films. We saw that French one, you held me still. Now every love scene makes me flinch. Some memories leave you with a wince. Brixton Market, Sunday crowd. No one notices me crying loud. That's the thing about city pain. Everyone's hurting in the pouring rain. The tube man marks you as a star. Somewhere between my heart and rock bottom, I still expect to see your face coming up the stairs, taking your sweet pace. One thing Brixton made me see: love ain't always a melody. Sometimes it's just a broken beat. You learn to dance on wounded feet. The prison bars on the old town hall remind me I'm not free at all. You lock me up and threw the key into the Thames. Now I can't leave. Herne Hill nearby, where we walk the dogs. You'd hold my hand, ignore the fog. Now I walk alone and understand love's just a borrowed piece of land. Brixton bleeding, that's my heart, torn apart by grocery carts and buskers singing on the street of love so cruel and so sweet. The railway arches echo sound of every fight that broke us down. I hear our voices bouncing back. Love was here, now it's cracked. Brixton taught me how to mend, not with a bandage, but with an end. Some love bleeds out, and that's okay. The wound will close another day. I'll miss the colors colors, not the cold. I'll miss the stories, not the hold. October taught me letting go is how you learn to stand alone. Some people enter your life like autumn, beautiful colors, then everything dies. October taught me that hard lesson. Love can look gorgeous while saying goodbye. Wind cuts through my denim jacket, leaves are dying on the pavement. You said you loved me through the winter, but you left when summer ended. Said October, you were cool, but you were also beautiful. And that's the thing about brutal love, it cuts you deep from high above. Streetlights flicker at 5 p.m. Days get shorter since you left. The sky cries rain that feels like me, always wet, never free. Your hoodie still hangs on my chair, smells like you, but that's not fair. I wear it when the cold gets bad, missing something I never really had. Said October, you were cool, but you were also beautiful. And that's the thing about brutal love, it cuts you deep from high above. Lessons from a sad October, some fires die with embers over. You can't force the sun to stay when the season has its way. The park where we fed the ducks, now empty benches, empty luck. Kids still play on the swings while my heart sits here and sings. Halloween came, you didn't call, just a memory in the fall. I dressed up like I was okay, but everyone saw through the display. Said October, you were cool, but you were also beautiful. And that's the thing about brutal love, it cuts you deep from high above. November's knocking at the door, October's lying on the floor. Bleeding colors, red and gold, a story that was never told. Fog so thick I can't see ahead, just like the day you left my bed. You said we'd talk, we never did. Some promises stay hidden. One thing autumn made me learn, some bridges need to burn. You can't cross back to yesterday, no matter how much you pray. Said October, you were cool, but you were also beautiful. And that's the thing about brutal love, it cuts you deep from high above. The leaves will grow again in spring, but I won't be waiting for someone who saw October leave and called it celebrated. Said forever outside the station. Now Camden Market feels like a graveyard of every stupid promise you made. Some love comes like a punk rock show, loud and fast, past and nothing but feedback. The stage is empty, crowd is gone, and I'm still standing here holding on. Leather jackets and chipped nail polish, we were beautiful and self-destructive. Graffiti on the bridge still screams your name, but you disappeared like cheap spray paint. Stable market on a Sunday morning, stars are open and life goes on without warning. I bought the ring you never wore from a vintage stand, now it's on the floor. Lessons from a Camden night, some fires burn but never give light. You can share a bed, share a cigarette, still wake up alone when the sun hits. The canal water is dark and deep, holding secrets we swore to keep. I threw your mixtape in the water. Some things were never meant to matter. Purple hair and ripped stockings, you loved me in ways that felt like mocking. Hand in hand down the railway track, love so good it nearly broke my back. The punk club on the high street still plays the songs that made us meet. I stand outside like a fool in rain, knowing some things won't feel the same. Roundhouse shows and after party, you were wild and never sorry. I was crazy thinking I could tame something born to run in the pouring rain. Candlelight, you locked me out. Now I'm learning what love's about. It ain't the fighting, ain't the scars, it's knowing when to let go of the stars. One thing Camden taught me true: some people love like a tattoo, beautiful at first, then fade away. But the needle marks are here to stay. The locks on a bridge have rusted now. Couples came and broke their vows. I'm adding mine to the collection. A brutal love without protection. Street performers play for coins, singing songs about broken dreams. I drop a pound and walk away. Some debts of love will never pay. Candlelight, you set me free from loving someone who couldn't love me. With a broken spoke, we bought it together at the corner shop. They said it would last through any storm, but like us, it's about to drop. Umbrella and you, both gone out, one left behind, one walked out, learning that some things don't last, no matter how you hold on fast. I carry it when the sky turns gray, pretending you're still walking next to me. but the rain hits my left shoulder hard. Where you used to be, the fabric's torn on the right side, just like the hole you left in my chest. Water drips through, soaking my sleeve. Some leaks can't be fixed, I confess. Umbrella and you both gone out. One left behind, one walked out, learning that some things don't last, no matter how you hold on fast. I see umbrellas everywhere. None of them can keep me dry, like you never coming back. Umbrella and you both gone out. One left behind, one walked out, learning that some things don't last, no matter how you hold on fast. I left the umbrella on the train. Someone else will pick it up. Some things are meant to be found again. Some things are meant to stay lost. I walk home with wet hair now. No shield above, just sky. Learning that umbrellas break and love can say goodbye. Fog is crawling on the Thames tonight. You said love never breaks its promises, but truth is crueler than any dream. London Bridge watched us fall apart. Sometimes loving means letting go, not because you're tired, but because you know. Red bricks are wet on the pavement below. Remind me of footsteps that chose to go. People running, chasing trains. I stand still, frozen in pain. First lesson that heartbreak brings: you can't force anyone to stay. Heavy road ain't always romantic, just white paint on dirty asphalt. And we're like an old song, faded, beautiful to hear, but never played again. Life keeps spinning like a Ferris wheel, up and down, laugh and bleed, but what you left here in me is a wound that won't the corner street rings inside my head every week. Your voice still echoes crystal clear, saying goodbye without a reason here. Big Ben chimes marking time. Tonight you won't come back to me. I learned brutal love is real when you're alone in a crowded city. So bar doors still open wide, well, we got drunk and laughed all night. Now I drink just to forget the feeling that made me fight. Leaves fall down in Hyde Park, remind me we were once whole. But wine has its own plans, blowing away love that couldn't hold. London Bridge is breaking down tonight, not because it's broken, just lonely inside. I stand on this ancient stone, realizing love ain't always about love being alone. One lesson I'll never forget, from all the stations we passed through, yeah. Brutal love is like winter wind, freezes you but makes you feel alive within.